Jennifer Lopez went and did like an hour-long interview on Howard Stern. And this really goes to show you that these legacy media people who think that the reason that like really popular podcasts work is because they just have an hour plus or 2 hours or 3 hours, and they can go and have a deep conversation, that's the secret sauce. You got to have a subject, and you've got to have an interviewer who are both willing to like get real and play ball and like, and when you've got a guest who's like maybe not seeming to be okay, I will generously say dialed into oneself. I would more realistically say talking a bunch of shit that gets herself off the hook, and you don't push back. That's when you lose people. That's why Howard Stern is like completely irrelevant. He used to be, confrontational when necessary and like capable of having a really compelling conversation. Not so much anymore. He gets a star in front of him and he's like a little lapdog. So anyway, J.Lo went on Howard, and she's been married like 4 or 5 times. No, three, maybe. I don't know. I can't keep track, but many times, and engaged many times, and she has had children with one of her former husbands, Mark Anthony. They have twins, and there's nothing better than hearing someone. You know what? I'm not going to spoil it. Let's listen, and we'll talk about it on the back end. Here we go.
Do you think you've truly been loved?
No.
No. And do you think you really have experienced loving someone?
Yes.
You have.
Yeah.
And when you can't get that love back,
What I learned, it's not that I'm not lovable, it's that they're not capable.
they can't love.
They don't have it in them.
They have
They
no-
need to appreciate the little person inside of
They
them.
have
They
little
need to
to
love
give.
them. Yeah.
You've been in a relationship with
And
people.
they gave me what they had.
Right, but
They
it's not
gave me
enough.
all of it. Every time.
But it's this much. It's
All the
little bit.
rings, all the things I could ever want.
Right.
They tried to give me the houses, the rings, the marriage, all of it. But
They didn't love you
they didn't,
and didn't know you.
and I didn't love myself.
Okay, there's so much to unpack there, but I'm just going to try to keep this brief because she's beyond help. Okay. Jennifer Lopez, in my opinion, is a malignant narcissist. So I love it that every single man she's ever been engaged to or married to actually never really loved her. And the problem is they were so limited that even though they may have, and she's talking about Ben here, okay? She's talking about one Ben Affleck, the rings, the mansions. Do you remember, by the way, when Ben Affleck reportedly, allegedly, this was memorialized, I believe, in an SNL animated short by, oh my God, who's the guy who used to do like the ambiguously gay duo? He's a genius. And then he was behind Conan's Triumph, the Insult Comic Dog, Robert Smigel. I think it was Robert Smigel. Ben Affleck reportedly gave J.Lo like a $24,000 toilet seat. So she's never been loved because they didn't have it in them. And what that also says is she's so monumentally great that you have to be like the Olympic gold medal of love in order to love Jennifer Lopez. So anyway, those losers are in her rear view, okay? Even though last week, and we're going to revisit this clip, J.Lo was at the premiere of her bomb Kiss of the Spider Woman, and who showed up but the producer and her two-time ex, most recent ex-husband, Ben Affleck. Let's take a look at her.
They loved it. Oh my God. You're here. Yes,
she
I'll
sees
get the
him. She
picture right
lights
now. Oh my gosh.
She lights up like a Christmas tree. Oh my God, you're here. You're here. I'll be right there. Now, if Ben Affleck was that incapable of loving her, and J.Lo had come to this most consequential realization and had been able to fully put Ben Affleck in her rear view, that would not have been the reaction. In fact, she would have told her people, if he shows up, keep him fucking far away from me. Still would have made headlines, and that's the point. Now, this is a great excuse. A great excuse. And by the way, because I know there are troublemakers out there who have not seen this. And that's because you have a strong self-preservation instinct. I happened to watch this at random and found myself unable to look away. The documentary that J.Lo paid for, 20 million, I believe, out of her own pocket, which was a monument to her and Ben Affleck's romance. The Amazon doc called The Greatest Love Story Never Told. Okay, we're going to watch 3 parts from it. The first, Jennifer is giddily recording herself writing with like 36 other writers because it's such a personal record and Jen is such an artist. Her album, This Is Me Now, which is all about her reignited love affair / marriage to Ben Affleck. Here we go.
On that first day, I showed everybody this book. This book is a book that Ben gave me on our first Christmas back together. It is every letter and every email that we wrote to each other from 20 years ago. And today, The Greatest Love Story Never Told by Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, 2001 and 2021 and counting. It became like our Bible, and we just left it there in the studio. And people would thumb through it. They're like, can we look at it? I was like, look at it.
So, an extremely personal gift that contains extremely personal emails and letters and photos between the two of them. A Christmas gift, a boxed Christmas gift with a handwritten, she leaves out for these strangers to paw through so they can write her latest magnum opus. Another album that bombed. Hope it was worth it, Jen. Anyway, let's watch Ben in this documentary react to the moment he's going to relay, rather, the moment he learned that they look grubby. They all look grubby. They look unwashed. They look messy. These are strangers to him in his house. People he doesn't know, pawing through his most intimate thoughts and feelings and the trust he placed in Jennifer to keep those things private. Here we go.
I came to the house one day, and there was, she had told me the musicians are coming, this great producer, Roger, blah, blah, blah.
We're jamming in the
and
studio.
I went down there, and my book that I had given her was down there. She was like, I've been reading, and this is the kind of inspiration I've been showing them the book. I was like, you've been showing all the musicians all those letters that, and they were like, yeah, we call you Pen Affleck. And I was like, oh my God. I did really find the beauty and the poetry and the irony in the fact that it's the greatest love story never told. And if you're making a record about it, that seems kind of like telling it.
The editors did a great job there because, as he says, if this is the greatest love story never told, and then you're making a record about it. And they cut to her in the studio with these paid friends and collaborators. And Jen's like, ha, 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 and like reveling in her being like, the girl who finally got picked at age 58 or however old she is. And then they cut back to Ben Affleck looking thoroughly depressed and defeated. And he's like, yeah, then you're telling it. Jones Road Beauty has revolutionized makeup routines for good. Created by makeup legend Bobbi Brown, their products are lightweight, they blend easily, and they give you an effortless look that doesn't look like makeup. The creamy lip pencils are perfectly bold without being overdone, and they last throughout the day. Miracle Balm, the hero product, is an all-in-one tint that can be used as a highlighter, blush, or bronzer to give your skin that flushed, fresh, healthy glow. What sets Jones Road apart is the simplicity. It's just high quality, versatile products made with clean ingredients, no toxins, no junk. Plus, it's American made, and it's named after Jones Road out in my stomping grounds in East Hampton. If you're ready to give Jones Road Beauty a try, use code NERVE at jonesroadbeauty.com and get a free gift with your purchase. jonesroadbeauty.com, code NERVE.